your DMV Soldiers. The basketball league is committed to delivering world-class professional basketball while ensuring a safe and enjoyable experience for all fans, players, coaches, officials, and staff. TBL promotes respect and sportsmanship at all times. We ask for your cooperation in supporting tonight's participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, abusive language, derogatory comments, or intimidating behavior directed towards players, coaches, officials, or team representatives will not be tolerated and may result in removal from St. Charles High School. Thank you for your cooperation and for being a part of the TBL experience. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise as I recognize a moment of silence for Tori Bassett. Thank you. The DMV Soldiers and the Basketball League family extend their deepest and most heartfelt condolences to Tori's family, friends, teammates, and all who love him. Tori's as his light continues to shine through every life he influenced, he will always be a part of our basketball community. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please remain standing and please remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we'll be introducing the starting lineup, beginning with our visitors, the Tri-State Admirals. Number 1, Devontae Gilbert. Number 8, Christian Butler. Number 10, Joshua White. Number 15, Justin Sutton. And number 34, Marvin Murphy. The head coach and owner of the Tri-State Admirals is Coach Lee. And now the starting lineup for your DMV Soldiers. This coordinates ball forward from Southwestern Oklahoma State, number 1, Richard.
Welcome you inside the gymnasium of St. Charles High School here in Waldorf, Maryland. It's the inaugural home game of the DMV Soldiers, new to the TBL this season, an inaugural season here led by the former Maryland Terrapin and national champion Byron Mouton. Game number 2 of the year for the Soldiers, game 1 for the Tri-State Admirals. The Admirals come to town from New York, a member of the TBL for a while now. The Soldiers in its inaugural season yesterday taking on the DC Heat and taking a loss in that one, 117-98. Ready to go here from Waldorf. Starters for the Soldiers today: Richard McCallum, Ajay Edwards, Ronald Winokur, Daquan Granberry, and Cameron Lewis. And we're underway. This is McCallum who takes it up out of Odessa, Texas. Right to the basket he goes, and he has it knocked out of bounds by Josh White. A mix of youth and experience for this Soldiers lineup, trying to lay the foundation here in its first season. It'll be Edwards to inbound here, DC native. In the right corner, Whitaker fires a 3, and he gets it to go. Soldiers' first bucket here at home comes from Ronald Winokur out of Brandywine, Maryland, and played at FIU. First possession here for the Admirals. It's nearly knocked away. Here's Avante Gilbert into the backcourt to pick it up. Gilbert nearly had it knocked away from Whitaker. It goes out of bounds, and a foul is called here on Whitaker, a block. Ninth season of the TBL here today. You're watching on TBL TV. Ben Schrober taking you through this one today. Our producer, Kevin Conley, helping us out as well. Here's Christian Butler, who gets it into White. White gives it up to Gilbert on the low block. Turns and fades from the basket. That one no good. Rebound goes to Edwards. Edwards through traffic in transition all the way to the rack, and he has it denied. Big rebound here for Lewis, and he is fouled on the way up. Lewis out of Buffalo, New York. He provides that size on the inside here for the Soldiers. Listed at 6'8" and 300 pounds, Lewis. Knocks down the first. Good start here for the Soldiers in their home opener. Have a slight pause here. Lewis at the line. Used to play for an earlier TBL team, the Jamestown Jackals, who now play in the Basketball Super League, formerly played at Howard University. Second one no good. 4-0 start here for the Soldiers. Up ahead, Gilbert in transition. Gives it up to Butler. Christian Butler on the right wing. Good defense by McCallum. Goes inside, down low to Sutton. His layup attempt no good. He gets his own rebound. 3 Soldiers around him. This one nearly knocked away again. That's Marvin Worthy who comes up with it. And a shot clock violation. The Soldiers lock up here early. Whitaker inbounds it to Daquan Granberry, one of the younger players of the Soldier team, looking to get some looks here. Whitaker pump fakes, good move to the inside. Gets his own follow, can't get that one to go. And it's out of bounds, last touch by Whitaker. Head coach Daniel Jacobs for the Admirals calls out 5-out motion here offensively. Admirals look to get on the board here. Butler from the elbow gets it to go. Good looking shot. That's a tough shot from Ajay Edwards. Played 2 games last season in the TBL for the Capital Seahawks. who have recently moved leagues, now moved to the USBL. White from the elbow gets that one. It's two solid-looking possessions for the Admirals. Edwards has liked to push and transition all the way to the cup. Strong take. Butler, left side, that's good defense. And the rebound to Worthy. Kicks it to the top of the key. Sutton lets it go, and he has his two go. Couple mid-range shots so far for the Admirals, and it's a 2-point lead for the Soldiers here 3 minutes in. Edwards gets the screen from Lewis, fires the three. No good. Long rebound comes out to Granberry. Granberry drives, backside glass, all the way to the cup. Timeout called by Daniel Jacobs. Good start for the Soldiers in its inaugural home opener. 10-6, they lead over the Admirals when we come back here on TLB TV. Solid start here for the Soldiers in their home opener. 10-6, they lead over the Admirals. Daniel Jacobs calls timeout and says his team needs to tighten up defensively. It's been a good start for Ajay Edwards, DC native. He guards the ball currently. White, who gives it up to Butler. It goes back to Gilbert. Admirals have done well in the mid-range. Here's a shot from White. Off the mark. Rebound collected by Whitaker. He pushes in transition. Stops on a dime. Whitaker fires a long two. No good. White gives it down low in traffic. That's a tough shot by Butler. Gets it to go and one. Christian Butler fights through contact for two and a trip to the line. Another look at it here. A lot of traffic down there, and that's a heck of a shot. Falling away from the basket, got it up with his right hand. Couple substitutions here. Malik Davis enters the game for the Soldiers. Soldiers led by Byron Mouton, former Maryland Terrapin, a national champion in 2002. Edwards, the 28-year-old point guard, takes it across the timeline. Comes around the screen from McCallum, nearly lost it in a foul called on Gilbert. Edwards, a graduate from Frostburg State University in Frostburg, Maryland. Edwards at the top of the key. Throws it up top, bad pass. Here go the Admirals in transition. White, all the way to the rim, has it blocked. Left wing, Davis collects, fires a three, no good. 10-8, Soldiers on top here early. Just about 4.5 minutes into this one. Tri-State has done a nice job of getting some looks from the mid-range, even get all the way to the basket. White gives it down low. Worthy, bucket in the foul. Josh White facilitates it. Worthy finishes it. Tri-State an opportunity to take the lead. Here's another look at it. A lot of contact from Lewis on that low block. Marvin Worthy's free throw in the air. Misses front iron. Edwards wants everyone to clear out. Long shot. Granberry misses short. Here comes Butler, throws it up ahead. Worthy to the basket, and he draws contact once again. Edwards tried to get in position. He's called for the block. Worthy back to the line. Chance to give Tri-State the lead. Lewis thought it was a 1-and-1 there for a second. Worthy looks to avoid going 0 for 3. Gets this one to go. Admirals lead for the first time today. Couple subs in the game. Ruben Acosta checks in, and Ryan Savoy for Tri-State. Right off the bench, Acosta gets the steal. Goes inside. Gilbert lays it in. 3-point lead for the Admirals. Edwards pushes. Davis on the wing collects. Knifes inside the arc, loses his footing. And timeout called by the Soldiers. Malik Davis lost his footing trying to get to the backside glass. Timeout Soldiers, 13-10. Admirals on a 7-0 run when we come back. Possession to the Soldiers, 13-10. Admirals have the lead following a 7-0 run. Daniel Jacobs much tighter with the defense after his first time out. He was frustrated with a couple of easy looks for the Soldiers, and they've tightened up. DMV, a couple more substitutions. Kai Gilliam, Baltimore native, into the game. Granberry, one of the younger players out of Linwood, Pennsylvania, he inbounds. Gilliam runs the point for the Soldiers. Richard McCallop out of Texas drives into the bucket and just misses the opportunity for the and one. He'll head to the line for 2. Recognizes the one-on-one matchup in the Odessa, Texas native. Got all the way, would have liked to finish that one. You could see the frustration from him. Previously played in the TBL for the Reading Rebels. He's also made a career in media as well. Has appeared for NBA 2K, Ball is Life, Google, and even Adam Sandler's film Hustle. He ends a slight drought for the Soldiers with that free throw. Here's the back end upcoming. He knocks down both. Acosta off the bench runs the point for the Admirals. Acosta gives it up to Butler. On the right block, inside, beautiful pass. Gilbert flushes. And the Admirals nearly come away with a steal. Some heavy full court pressure from Tri-State. Get another look at the dunk here. It's a back screen executed, and a nice pass from Butler, who found Gilbert. Whitaker checks back in for the Soldiers. Gilliam breaks the press right side of the floor. Gilliam resets the offense. He wants to screen this time from Granberry. Won't get it. Loses it momentarily. Acosta applies pressure. Shot clock expires, and they say he did not get the shot off. Soldiers unable to get into an offensive set here, and the offense has stalled slightly here in this first quarter. Credit to Tri-State with the defensive adjustments. Acosta to initiate. Butler, he likes to operate from this elbow. Turns to the bucket, floats it in. 17-12, Admirals on top. Whitaker, former FIU product, knifes inside all the way. Can't get it to go. Butler, strong rebound. Gilbert, he wants to push. Bucket good, and the foul. Avante Gilbert has taken over in this first quarter. Gilbert takes it right at Davis, and he absorbs the contact and scores. It was 10-6 Soldiers at one point. Now 20-12, a big-time run for Tri-State. This full-court pressure has given the DMV some fits. Soldiers have to find a way to adjust here. Edwards, who's played the majority of the point today, he has his eye set on the bucket, gets there. Ajay Edwards has knifed through to the bucket on multiple occasions in this one. White in the mid-range, air balls this time. Davis collects the rebound. Here comes Gilliam. Into the arc, floats it up, blocked by Butler. Big-time rejection from behind. Here he comes, gives it up inside. The shot pushed no good. And Granberry collects the rebound. Here he goes to the basket. Offensive foul. Gilbert, add a little defense to the arsenal for him. He takes a charge. Couple more substitutions. Chris Braswell enters the game, the oldest member of this Soldiers team at 37 years old. Initially out of Capitol Heights, Maryland. Daniel Jacobs, the head coach of Tri-State, believes they can find a mismatch here offensively. Costa gives to Gilbert in the left corner. And have a reset on the shot clock here. 4.5 to go, first quarter of the inaugural home game of the DMV Soldiers. Decent crowd on hand here at St. Charles High School in Waldorf. The officials come over to the scorer's table to make sure they get the shot clock situated. A little background, 9th year of the TBL began as just 8 teams in 2017, had as much as 40 last year, and it's really overcome some initial struggles financially in 2019, COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, and the league has bounced back really well to continue going strong. Got a brand new sponsorship with a big baller brand. You'll hear more about that in a little while. Here on TBL TV, Gilbert, left corner, has Braswell and spins to the basket and misses it. That was an open look for Gilbert. He was free. Edwards takes inside. Braswell, left corner, long two. Off the mark. Acosta rebound. Gives it up ahead. Garcia throws it to no one in particular. Here comes Gilliam. And he can't get it to go. And the shot clock didn't initially reset after the turnover, which is why you heard the horn. Savoy, right baseline, has it knocked away by Whitaker. Whitaker playing his first pro ball since 2021. So a slight hiatus. He is back in the fold here with the Soldiers. Christian Butler ready to inbound. Box formation here for Tri-State. Inbounded to Savoy. Gilbert attacks. Step back from the midi, gets it to go. Avante Gilbert has been tough to stop for the DMV so far in this first quarter. Davis drives, right side, layup no good, his follow. Whitaker able to clean it up. Whitaker has won a lot of meaningful basketball in his career overseas. Gilbert tried to find Acosta on the baseline. He turns it over. A couple more substitutions for Tri-State. Javon Jackson, he checks in. Josh White back into the game. And Justin Sutton as well. Kai Gilliam played at Penn State Wilkes-Barre last year. Gives it up to Braswell, the 37-year-old. Goes back to Davis inside. Tough lay, doesn't get it to go. Jackson the rebound. Up ahead, White gets free for a moment. Kicks to Gilbert, baseline J. Buckets. Avante Gilbert is a man possessed right now. 8-point lead for Tri-State. Edwards stops and pops. Misses to the left. Butler has cleaned up on the defensive glass well, and he just misses. Josh White, it was open in the left corner. Byron Mouton calls timeout. Admirals in control here in this first quarter, 24-16. You're watching live here on TBL TV. Back here in Waldorf, Kai Gilliam following the timeout. Coach Mouton, see what adjustments he has in store. The Admirals have been in control. Davis attacks to the right side, gives it up to Whitaker, fires a three, no good. Big rebound for Braswell, and he draws contact. Sutton frustrated with the call. Braswell at 6'9" and 230 pounds goes up for this offensive rebound. He's looked at as one of the leaders of this team as the DMV tries to lay its foundation here in its inaugural season. They're excited to bring this guy in the building. Misses the first one. He's been all over the place in the world. You can call him Mr. Worldwide pretty much of TBL. Played in Canada, Cyprus, Finland, Japan, Qatar, Switzerland, Uruguay. He's just been a consistent rebounder and scorer throughout his entire career. Gilbert, this man has dominated this quarter. Here he goes, spins to the basket, gets it to go again. Avante Gilbert is dominating off the wing. Another stoppage here. Another look here from our producer, Kevin Conley, of the bucket from Gilbert. He's been almost impossible to stop here in this first quarter. A little trouble getting this in bounds. It remains with the Soldiers. It was a tough start to this one for Tri-State, but it's locked in big time here throughout the rest of this first quarter. Just under 2 minutes to go. Tough take to the bucket. Herschel Grant off the bench and into the stat sheet. Grant out of DC as well. There's Braswell using that big frame to guard down low. Butler to inbound. He finds Jamie Garcia, and it's knocked out of bounds by Gilliam. Butler inside to Garcia. Garcia comes around a screen, dishes it on a pocket pass. Sutton fires from 15, and it rolls in. Shooter's bounce. Ten-point lead for Tri-State. Grant runs point for the DMV to the bucket through a lot of contact. No call. He gets the rebound, gives it up to Gilliam, swings left corner. Braswell the three. That one no good. Butler comes away with it, and here he comes. Into the right corner. It goes back down low. Sutton. And once again, the shot clock did not reset momentarily. That bucket should count, and it does for Sutton. All NBA rules here in TBL, 24-second shot clocks, 12-minute quarters for just under a minute to go here in quarter number one. Richard McCallum back into the game. 5th season, part of the TBL. Grant gives it up to Whitaker, low block. Nice pump. Can't get it to go. Garcia comes away with it. Gives it to Gilbert all the way. Bucket and one! Avante Gilbert can't be stopped in this first quarter. Garcia, he knows who the hot hand is and fights through the contact. Gilbert's had a handful of and ones already in this first quarter. Lead up to 15. Soldiers trying to figure things out here in the second game of its history. Gilliam to Braswell. Right elbow, picks it up. Good pass inside. McCallum fights. and gets it to go off the glass. Savoy calls to give the hot hand Gilbert the ball. Swings to the left corner, 3 in the air from Jackson, no good. Whitaker comes up with it, and that one just late. Hot start for the Admirals and Avante Gilbert, who dominates that first quarter. 33-20, the Soldiers trail here in Waldorf when we come back for the second quarter of action here on TBL TV.
Triple B's in the TBL done linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the coldest seasons in the world. Trust me when I tell you. Hey, and we got that merch coming to you. Yeah, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38, I say again, 38 teams. Come on now. This is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.
Second quarter about to get underway here from Waldorf. Inaugural home game for the DMV Soldiers in their inaugural season, part of the TBL. Domination in the first quarter by number 1 in black, Avante Gilbert. He scored 16 on 7 of 9 from the field. That is nearly half the team's points in that first quarter. Byron Mouton, who's been around the game of basketball his whole life and has been instrumental in youth development over the years. They brought him in here to coach this DMV team for development and to lay the foundation and see what adjustments the Soldiers come up with here for quarter number 2. The Admirals efficient in that first quarter, 15 of 24 from the field. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, 8 of 24 for the Soldiers. Waiting to get underway. I'm Ben Strober taking you through this one on TBL TV. Our producer Kevin Conley on the 1s and 2s today. Big shout out to all of our crew, including our camera operators as well. Starts with Kai Gilliam. Recently won a championship in Medellin, Colombia. His team won it all. Turnover, Butler tries to find Savoy up ahead. He turns it over. Butler has been the distributor who runs in transition. Gilliam drives right, he's walled off. Braswell step into the lane, dishes to Whitaker. Back out, Gilliam fires a 3. Off the mark, Braswell collects and lays it in. That's what you get out of 6'9", 230. Good start to the quarter for the Soldiers. Gilbert already 16 in the ball game. Fires a 3, just in and out. Fight for the rebound, who comes up with it, and it's off the hands, but out of play off of Tri-State. 11-point lead for the Admirals. Gilliam operates at the point guard position, gives up to McCallum. Gilliam fights his way inside, dishes to Whitaker. Puts up a turnaround jumper, no good. Gilbert fouled by Whitaker. This time it's Josh White to bring it up. Got the leg sleeve on the left with the bright pink shoes. Gilbert, he's had all of the swag when it comes to scoring in this game. Butler is fouled at the top by Gilliam, trying to fight around a screen from Worthy. Shot clock at 14 following the foul. Butler, right block, fades from the bucket, he swishes. It's a good-looking shot from Butler. Lead back to 13, Gilliam responds, three-pointer no good. Butler, here he comes. He's been a man on a mission. White tries to get inside, he finds Butler, a three in the air, good! Lead up to 16, following the three from Butler. Grant, Braswell the three, off the mark. Butler has loved to run today, gives it inside, Savoy finishes the lay. Timeout DMV. Another big time run for Tri-State, 40-22. Butler, that's an easy find. Savoy finishes the deuce. We'll be back in a moment on TBL TV. Another big run for the Admirals. It leads 40-22. Over the Soldiers here in Waldorf, Avante Gilbert leads the way with 16. A little more background for you on Gilbert. Played 3 years at New Jersey City University, averaged 11 per game over the course of his career. 72 starts, 75 games played for him. Gilliam knifes his way to the bucket, and he finishes through traffic. Good take from Kai Gilliam. One of the younger guys on this team as well. Butler has been instrumental in this one, distributing. Picks up his dribble at midcourt. Edwards pesters him. He gives up to Gilbert. At the right wing, turns and faces. Butler, the low block. He loves to fade. This time just lets it go, and he cashes in again. Christian Butler's been money from that mid-range spot today. Gilliam drives the left baseline and loses it out of play. He wanted a foul call. Justin Sutton checks back in for Marthin Worthy. Tri-State has brought the energy from New York today. 18-point lead. White sizes up, gives to Gilbert. Butler tries it again, cashes it once more. It was the Gilbert show in the first, might be the Butler show here in the second. Edwards puts an end to the run. Good take to his left. Butler's kind of done it all today. Here's Savoy, turns and faces the basket. has a mismatch on him. Dishes it wide open left corner. Sutton knocks it down. Butler had 6 in the first quarter with 4 rebounds. 21-point lead. McCallum fights through traffic. Misses, gets his own rebound through traffic again. He finishes. McCallum does a good job following his own shot. Savoy stops and gives back to Gilbert. Gilbert's distributed more in the second quarter, but this time takes the 3. Too strong. McCallum the rebound, and he is fouled by Sutton. Now a travel is called. Sutton thought he was called for a foul, but it was a travel on McCallum. Really, since the opening minutes, it's been all Admirals. It was 10-6 at one point. Daniel Jacobs called a timeout. He told his team, you guys need to tighten up defensively. We need to get into our offense sets, and this is wide open. And luckily for the Soldiers, that doesn't go down for White, but he was free. Edwards spins to the bucket, and a big-time rebound and finish. And that's Deontay who finishes. Butler is fouled. We'll have to get the full name on Deontay, number 15, who checks into the game. New addition to the roster. Actually, correction. It's Leandre Thomas, who changed his number from 10 to 15, evidently. Local to Maryland now, originally from St. Petersburg, Florida, outside of the Tampa area. Stands at 6'10" and 265 pounds. He's got the best size in terms of height on the Soldiers. Here's Butler at the line. Drills the first. Butler's been the one to cook up here in this second quarter. And if you've noticed in this game, it's been a feast in transition for Tri-State. The DMV hasn't done a great job of getting back in those situations. This one no good. Thomas grabs the rebound. Gilliam stops, gives it up to McCallum on the low block. He has a matchup here with Hooter. Into the lane, tough jumper, misses strong. Rebound for Jaquel Wilson. Up ahead to White. Gives back to Wilson. Hooter lost the handle. McCallum comes away with it. Edwards moves in transition, steps into the lane. He's fouled. Now a jump ball is the call. So it'll be White and Edwards to jump. Edwards at 5'11", one of the shorter players, but one of the quicker ones. 18-point lead here for the Admirals. Edwards wins, but it goes right to Butler. Here he goes. Gilliam fouls him. He was draped all over him, and he gets called for the foul. Edwards actually won that, but Butler in the right spot at the right time, and there's nothing Gilliam could do there but make it a nothing easy situation. Butler back to the line. He has been great in this quarter. Under 7 to play in the first half. Butler knocks down another.
Into the game, number 23 for the DMV Soldiers,
Darrell Armstrong checks in for the Soldiers for the first time. former product of UNC Greensboro, who, funny enough, has basically the same logo as this high school's gymnasium, the Spartans. Here's Armstrong bringing it up. He initiates the offense, gives it to Whitaker. Goes inside to Thomas, finishes with the left. Leandre Thomas has done a nice job off the bench so far. 15 in white. Gilbert spins left side, and he's called for the travel. 16 in the first quarter for Avante Gilbert. He's yet to score here in the second. He's had more of a backseat role here. But he's done just about everything the Admirals have needed to grow this lead to 18 points. We have somebody dry off the court a little bit. That's always good. Don't want anyone to slip. Edwards going to inbound the ball here, and Armstrong at 6'1", 215. Looks like a guy that's going to be a primary ball handler for this team. Career 43% from the field at UNC Greensboro. Had a couple really big games, 13 20-plus point performances in his career. He turns it over. Here comes Gilbert. Look out. Finishes. Gilbert up to 18 in the game. Edwards gives it to Whitaker, and he's fouled on the way up by Wilson. Whitaker wanted to go up for the slam. Wilson had other ideas. Wilson's got an impressive wingspan on him. Whitaker to the line. This guy that can handle the basketball, can play the four, is the owner of the Soldiers. AJ told me they're excited to have him in the building because of his versatility and his leadership ability. Gets this one to go, but he's won a lot of big-time basketball in his international career. Gilbert patiently awaits. He initiates it down low to White. Edwards knocked it away momentarily. White into the middle, steps into the lane, fades from the bucket. No good. Rebound by Armstrong. Gives it up to McCallum. Right wing, triggers the three. No good. Hooter comes away with the rebound. White takes in transition, finds Gilbert on the left corner. Takes it inside of the lane and finishes, and the foul. Avante Gilbert is up to 20 in the ball game here in the first half, and the lead up to 20 itself. And he just gets to the backside, and McCallum comes around with the foul. Gilbert has just been instrumental in this ball game for everything he's done. Couple substitutions for both sides. Hooter checks out of the game. A lot of credit to Tri-State, who looked like they've really reworked their roster this past season. A tough year last year in the TBL, but they've come out strong here to open the season today. Inside, Davis, blocked by Gilbert. Gilbert swats it away, and he just keep on adding to his stat totals. He's done it all today. Ajay Edwards gets it into McCallum. Faces the bucket. Wants Davis in the right corner. Shot clock at 6. Here's Armstrong into the lane. Finishes, and the foul. Armstrong, a tough take to the bucket. Armstrong recognizes the shot clock winding down. He gets into the lane and finishes. Javon Jackson, the guilty party. The lead's 18 for Tri-State. And it remains that rebound to Gilbert. Acosta in transition. They love to initiate from this right elbow with Butler especially. He can turn and shoot it, but this time he gives up to Wilson. Back to Butler. Spins, he's walled off, double comes. Wilson recollects, gives back to Butler, fires a three. And it's off the mark. The rebound to Jackson, jump ball. Got tied up down low with Davis.
Jump ball once again. We're going to jump it out to 22 and 7.
Davis and Jackson set to jump it here in a second. Shot clock resets to 14 here. Goes out of play, and Soldiers win possession. And now they'll have to reset the shot clock once again to 24. Seen a lot of full court pressure from Tri-State today. Tri-State will have to wait to sub. Edwards breaks the press, gives it up to McCallum, and the two collide. Odd break. Behind the back, Gilbert inside, and a foul called on the way up. This is big-time numbers for the Admirals, and it goes behind the back. Gilbert almost got another and one to his name. About 4.5 to go in the first half. Gilbert misses the first. Well, there you go. You got the PA telling you that's the first charity stripe attempt he's missed today. They're called free for a reason, and he's lived up to that to the most part today. Gilbert gets one of two. 19-point lead for the Admirals. Armstrong gives to Edwards, right corner three, got it to go. And Edwards is down, he grabs his ankle. Just knocked down the three-pointer, but Edwards in a world of pain on the right side of the court. We hope he is okay. We will step away here momentarily on TBL TV. Edwards out of the game, and they'll check on his ankle. It looked like he grabbed, so we hope that he's okay. Acosta brings it across, 16-point lead for the Admirals. Acosta gives it to Sutton, goes to Gilbert on the low block. Inside the post move, can't get it to go. Rebound to Armstrong. In transition, takes it himself. Great cross to the basket, he finishes. Armstrong at 215, he moves like he's 160. Take to the bucket and the foul drawn by Jackson. 3.5 to go here in the first half. Been really impressed with Darrell Armstrong off the bench for DMV today. He has done a nice job serving as the ball handler for this team, and he's gotten them some buckets when they've needed it. Javon Wilson cashes in the first. Devontae Gilbert and Christian Butler check out for the first time, and they deserve a breather after how those two have played today. They've really been instrumental in ballooning the lead to, at one point, 20, now 15. Jackson misses the second. Wilson goes for the rebound, a lot of contact. DeAndre Thomas comes up with the rebound. He wants the ball handler to get it, gets it to Davis. Davis slows it up. Right corner crosses, pulls up the J, got it. Davis out of Harper's Wood, Michigan. Jackson, three from the left wing, no good. Wilson tried to grab the board, and he was last to deflect it out of play. Soldier basketball. 3 minutes to go in this first half. See if the Soldiers can implement some sort of run here to get it within 10 before the half. Dylan Hooters back in. Darrell Armstrong. He's been real good off the bench today. Crosses over to his right, up and under, no good. Hooter comes away with the rebound, tries to go behind his back, stolen away. Gilliam gives it up, the lob nearly finished by Granberry. Here goes Tri-State. Wilson fires, no good. It's been a lot of pushing in transition for both these teams today. Still a 13-point lead. Gilliam goes around the screen, puts up a float from the low block, and a foul called. Ruben Acosta not happy with the call, but here's another look. Say that he got Gilliam with the body on his way up. There's a chance here for Gilliam to get it within 11. We'll take a official timeout here with 2:22 to go in the first half. 13-point lead, Soldiers at the line when we're back on TBL TV. We're back here in Waldorf at St. Charles High School for the inaugural home opener of the DMV Soldiers. 13-point game A chance at the line for Kai Gilliam. Hails from Baltimore, Maryland. Team got a look at him playing in some summer leagues over the years. And 2 shots coming for Gilliam. Chance to make this deficit just 11. The Admirals out of Tri-State led by 20 at one point. Right now, Gilbert and Butler, the 2 leading scorers for Tri-State, not on the floor. Gilliam gets it within 11. And Jamie Garcia takes it across the timeline. Gilliam pesters him up top. And it's stolen away. Here's Armstrong, finishes for 2. Back within single digits. 9-point game, the Soldiers on a run. 2 minutes to go, knocked away again. Here's Davis, blocked from behind, but the follow from Gilliam. Savoy got back to swat it. Gilliam in the right place at the right time. 56-49, it's a 7-point game. Armstrong knocks it away again. Gilliam saves it, gives it back to Armstrong, spins into the lane, no good. A couple of crazy turnovers there. The Admirals now a chance to slow it down, and it does so with Savoy. Gives it back to Garcia, fires a 3. It's there! Jamie Garcia knocks it down, and that gets the lead back to 10. Calms things down a little bit for Tri-State. Here's Daquan Granberry. Gives it to Gilliam. Crosses over a couple times. He is fouled by Garcia. Another look at the 3 from Garcia. Looked like it was getting away from the DMV initially, and to its credit, they've made a run here to close out this first half and had to take advantage of the opportunities without Butler and Gilbert on the floor. Here's Lewis, fires the 3. No good. Savoy takes it across the timeline. Minute to play in the first half. He gives it up to Wilson. The low block, tries to give it up down low. Lewis comes away with the steal. Gilliam stops his dribble momentarily. 40 to go in the first half. Gilliam crosses over to his left, and he is fouled by Garcia. He heads back to the line for 2. Gilliam has had that explosive first step on display in this first half. Gilliam a chance to get it back to single digits. He does. It's been a real good second quarter for the point guard out of Baltimore. Spent his career at Penn State Wilkes-Barre and also graduated from Wilberforce University, an NAIA team. 8-point game. It's been a good first half of action. Garcia fouled by Gilliam. Tri-State at the line for 2. Garcia misses the first. Here's some encouragement from the bench here for Tri-State for Jamie Garcia. Here's the back end. Gets this one. 9-point game. Inbound to Davis. 30 to go in the first half. Davis gets a screen from Granberry, takes it to the backside, and he's fouled by Sutton. Davis just saw his opportunity to go right to the bucket and did so. First one no good from Davis. Lead remains 9. 21 seconds to go. Davis on the back end. No good. Lewis fights for the rebound, and he can't quite corral it. The big man with some hustle. 18 seconds to go. Tri-State can hold for the last shot here. Full court pressure, it's into Garcia. Davis guards him tightly. Garcia with 12 on the clock. Gives it back to Hooter. He drives to his left. Gives it back to Garcia. Savoy, 3 in the air. Way too strong. This one's loose. Hooter collects with 3. It's going to have to go up. Garcia inside. Just misses at the buzzer. Action-packed first half here from Waldorf in the inaugural opener of the DMV Soldiers. Good run for DMV toward the end of this first half. The lead at just 9 for the Admirals when we come back. Second half of action here on TBL TV.
Triple B's in the TBL done linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the coldest seasons in the world. Trust me when I tell you. Hey, and we got that merch coming to you. Yeah, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38, I say again, 38 teams. Come on now, this is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.
Welcome back on TBL TV. Ben Strober, happy to be with you. Our producer, Kevin Conley, as well. 60-51. Tri-State leads over DMV here in the inaugural home opener of the DMV Soldiers. We are live from St. Charles High School in Waldorf, Maryland. Been a fun, action-packed first half of basketball. At one point, Tri-State broke out to a 20-point lead, but a nice run from the Soldiers to close out the first half helped pave the way for a little comeback, get it back within single digits. So far, Avante Gilbert leads all scorers with 21. He had 16 of those in the first quarter. Christian Butler, 19 points. He had 13 in the second. Right now leading this DMV team, Ajay Edwards in 15 minutes had 11 points. Did leave the game with an injury. He currently is not in his basketball shoes behind the bench, so it looks like he may be out for a while. Inbound to Ronald Whitaker to begin the second half. Takes it inside, floats it up, and rolls it in. Good start to the half. Soldiers make the Admirals pay for the full court pressure. Here's Gilbert, who leads all scorers. Takes it to the left and finishes with that same hand. 23 for Avante Gilbert, former standout at New Jersey City University. Played 3 seasons there. Kai Gilliam, who's been one of the primary ball handlers, he kicks to the left corner. Whitaker pumps and has it knocked out of bounds by Marvin Worthy. Lineup right now is Whitaker, Daquan Granberry, Cameron Lewis as the big, Richard McCallop in at the small forward position. And they had to check on the shot clock momentarily. Granberry gets it into Whitaker, former FIU standout. Gives back to Lewis. The three, he got it. Cameron Lewis, 6'8", he drills it from the left corner. It's a 6-point game. Admirals once led by 20 in this one. Justin White misses it short. The rebound comes back to him. He gives to Gilbert. Gilbert kicks it to the right side. Sutton lets go the jumper, too strong. Lewis the rebound, he hands it right to Gilliam. Gilliam, a champion in Columbia internationally this past winter. He gets it at the top of the key, crosses over to his left to the basket, tried to go up and under, it was blocked by White. And he loses the handle. A break for the Soldiers. Soldiers have picked up the intensity here in this second half so far. Soldiers got the man for the job that they need in Byron Mouton. The national champion Maryland Terrapin. He's been around the game of basketball for so long, but he's been instrumental in developing the game in the DMV. It's only fitting that he is the coach of this DMV squad here in the TBL. Native of Rayne, Louisiana, but at 6'6" swingman, did it all in his career at Tulane, then at Maryland. Enjoyed a professional career playing in the U.S., China, Germany, and France. He's made some adjustments. Gilliam had it momentarily, and White comes up with it. And a kickball off the foot of Gilliam. Gilliam out of Baltimore. Josh White initiates the offense. Butler collects in the corner, lets it go. Too short. And McCallop collects the rebound. Whitaker can play at the 4, but he brings it up and he takes it all the way. Lost the handle momentarily. He's frustrated with himself. A 3 in the air from Gilliam. Off the mark. Whitaker fights for the loose ball. He gets it, puts it in. Ronald Whitaker gets it within 4. Timeout. Admirals. The Soldiers have come out hot in this second half, and they continue to play well over the last 10 minutes of time or so. It's a 4-point game here on TBL TV when we come back. Great start to the second half here for the Soldiers, who have come out firing and cut this deficit to 4. 9-point deficit at the half. It was at 1 point 20 late in the first half, and the Soldiers have just simply played some much more complimentary basketball from really the 6-minute mark on in the second quarter. Took some time, and I talked to Byron Mouton. He said that expect the team to kind of take some time to make some adjustments. Second game with these guys all playing together, and he expected to take a little bit of time, and they've settled into this game for sure. Knocked away, and Butler comes up with it. He's been so good in this game, and you can see he gets 2 feet in the paint here. Double comes, he fights through it and dishes it to Wilson, who puts it in. That's a crafty-looking play from Butler to find Wilson on the block. Whitaker, unstoppable. He bullies his way in for 2. White takes it in. Sutton fires short. McCallum comes away with the rebound. Here he goes, loses footing, and they'll call a foul on White, who tripped him up. And Butler was shaken up on the play. He was walked off the court in the backcourt. Not sure what happened in transition, but Christian Butler has been big in this game. That would be a massive blow if the Admirals lose him. Lewis, another 3, this time too short. White gives it up to Savoy, triggers the 3, short. McCallum comes up with another rebound. Had his best year in the TBL 2 years ago with the Reading Rebels. Gilliam gives it up, and a nice bucket for Granberry. One of the young studs. Whitaker comes up with a steal, puts it in. This game is tied. A big-time run for the Soldiers. Whitaker has been instrumental in this third quarter. White takes it, he's doubled, loses it, it's taken away by Gilliam. He pushes it up ahead, right corner, 3 in the air, got it! Whitaker knocks it down. The Soldiers have their first lead. This game has turned on its head. Admirals have been frustrated. Sutton fouled on the way up by Lewis. But how about this run for the Soldiers? Good pocket pass from White. Sutton got hacked on the way up. Butler returns to the bench. Have to see if he will come back as available in this game. He was hobbling off the court earlier. Sutton knocks down the first. But a couple substitutions, Jamie Garcia and Dylan Hooter check in. The Soldiers shot 21 of 50 in the first half, but they've been hot to start the second half. Couple threes as well. They were 2 of 12 in the first half. Gilliam's done a nice job in this game distributing and just handling himself offensively. Does have to be careful, though, with the 4 fouls that he's playing with. Granberry takes it inside. Gilbert comes up with the rebound. Gilbert leads all scorers in this game and has the pass deflect off Savoy and out of play. Seems like the Admirals have been a little bit out of control to start the second half. Daniel Jacobs, the head coach, paces the sideline. Gilliam wants the screen from Lewis, crosses back over to his right, and an offensive foul called on Lewis.
Number 33 for the DMV Soldiers.
67-66. The Soldiers on top. First lead of this young season. Granberry knocked it away. Granberry's young, and Mouton and this staff is super high on him out of Linwood, Pennsylvania. Played at Lock Haven University, where he averaged 14 in his career. Inside Garcia. Finds Hooter. Goes back across with a skip. Savoy into the lane, has it knocked away. Fades from the basket. Good box out from Lewis. And here comes Whitaker. He's been unstoppable to begin this second half. Crosses over to his right, pulls the J. No good. It's been fast-paced for Tri-State most of this game. And it's taken away. There's Granberry up ahead, flushes it home. They love his athleticism. 3-point lead for DMV. Sutton spins and scores. It's been a fun second half so far. Whitaker takes it into the front court. He's matched up here with Gilbert. He hands it to Gilliam. He wants a screen from Lewis. He gets it. He fires the three. Off the mark. With one hand, Lewis comes up with it. Puts it up. Scores and one! Cameron Lewis, the Buffalo native, is dominating down low. Look at this rebound with one hand. That is impressive strength from Lewis. Former product of Howard University. He's played in the TBL before with the Jamestown Jackals. No longer part of the league, but he's been around the ropes. He misses the attempt at the and one. Still a 3-point lead for the Soldiers. Javon Jackson initiates it down low. Hooter backs down on Whitaker. Pumps, puts it up, and scores. Good bucket for Hooter. Whitaker gets it up ahead to Granberry. Drives and tried to flush it home. He is fouled by Gilbert. Granberry went up with no regard for human life. Another look. Oh, that was close. You can feel the energy and the momentum shift in favor of the Soldiers here. Daquan Granberry. He started his career at Kutztown in 2018, played 2 seasons there before he wrapped up at Lock Haven. He's one of the guys that I was told will use this opportunity as to get some stuff on film and hopefully take the next step in his pro career, try to play some international ball like a lot of his teammates have. And he's put some good stuff on film today. Soldiers a 3-point lead. Gilbert inside, he's doubled, and he scores with the sky hook. Now you got to send 2 his way. Avante Gilbert is unstoppable. He's up to 25 in this game. Gilliam comes around the screen, fires the three. It's there! Kai Gilliam shushes the crowd. Garcia tries to respond the other way. Jump ball as Davis ties up with him. Another look at the three from Gilliam. Lewis, that's a big body screen. Good news for Tri-State. Christian Butler checks back into the game. Hobbled off the court a few minutes back. He is back into this game. Scored 19 in the first half for Tri-State. Here's a jump ball between Garcia and Davis. Easy for Davis. Davis in the right corner is pestered, and Garcia knocks it out of play. Soldiers at one point in this game down by as much as 20, and now a 4-point lead. Davis on the inbound. Back to Gilliam. He fires another three, this short. Acosta in transition, stops on a dime, gives it to Jackson. Inside, Gilbert fouled by Whitaker. The formula was simple early in this game for Tri-State. Kit number one in black the ball. Let him go to work. And credit to DMV. It's really emphasized doubling him whenever they can, denying him the basketball. And sometimes that's what you have to do. Byron Mouton, by any means necessary, trying to slow him down. He gets it right here, though. Take inside, Whitaker. Poked it away. Numbers here for DMV. Gilliam, backside, can't get it to go. The tip from Granberry is in. Largest lead of the night, 6 for DMV. Butler turns and faces. Spins, fades from the basket, and he's fouled by Davis. He's loved to operate from the mid-range today and go to the little spin jumper. Fading away from the basket, just an ounce of separation is all he's needed today. Butler knocks down the first. In that first half, he was 3 of 5 from the charity stripe. And 7 of 9 from the field. Just efficient scoring from number 8. Marvin Worthy back into the game, played 8 minutes in that first half. Butler's got both. Darrell Armstrong, who had a really good couple flash minutes in that second quarter. He's back into the game. Handling it inside. Good pass to Lewis. Up and under. Can't get it to go. Acosta wanted to give it to Butler. Couldn't. Osman Kanu in the game for the first time. That's just thrown away. Gilbert thought he was fouled by Granberry. Those two were fighting for position on the low block. Tri-State ready to apply its full court pressure that it's done pretty much the entirety of this game. The Soldiers had a little bit of trouble with it in the first half, have done a better job here in the second so far. Under 3.5 to go, third quarter. Pressure retreats. Malik Davis, one of the few out-of-state players for DMV, out of Michigan. Gets it to Granberry, fires too strong. Acosta comes up with the rebound in transition. Lost it on the way up. Lewis comes up with it. Up ahead, Granberry, showtime. And he is blocked by Gilbert, but Davis cleans it right up. Oh my goodness, Avante Gilbert He looks like LeBron in Game 7. Six-point lead for the Soldiers. Acosta finds Butler, top of the key three, swish. Three-point game, Armstrong drags into the backcourt, loses it. Kanu knocked it away. Foul's called on Acosta, another look at it. Well, here's a look at the block. Granberry thought he was all alone. Gilbert, incredible athleticism. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. Soldiers with some energy in this third quarter, 80-77. They lead over the Admirals when we come back on TBL TV. Welcome back to St. Charles High School in Waldorf. A lot of fun here in the second half. The Soldiers with the lead despite trailing by 20 at one point in the first half. It's been a lot of energy from everybody involved. DeAndre Thomas gives it down low. Granberry can't finish. After the timeout, here's Acosta. Gives it to Kanu. Fires a three. He's open. No good. Armstrong gets it up ahead. Granberry through the middle. Scoop shot, good. Daquan Granberry at 6'5". Knifes his way to the basket. He can handle it and he can slash. 5-point lead for the Soldiers. Pocket pass inside. Foul called. That's DeAndre Thomas. That got Worthy on the way up. Got two teams in the TBL out of the DMV right now. There's been some movement around the league. The Flying Cows, who were one of the staple teams last season, moved on to the USBL, and the Capital Seahawks, who fell in the championship. Lost to the Potawatomi Fire, who won their third title in a row. Team based out of Shawnee, Oklahoma. Ricardo Artis II won the playoff MVP for the Fire. Seahawks played in Bowie, Maryland. We're here in Waldorf, Maryland, just a bit south of there. Bowie and PG County. We're in Charles County today. Worthy gets it. 4-point game. Armstrong, he's a native of Mechanicsville, Maryland. One of the local guys. He's really one of the only guys out of Southern Maryland where we are right now. So he's playing pretty close to home here. It's a bad pass inside. Kanu takes it away. Here he comes. Good pass inside. Finish from Worthy. Timeout, Mouton. And just like that, it's a 2-point game once again. Admirals picking up the pace. Soldiers lead here in Waldorf when we come back. Welcome back to St. Charles High School. It's gotten real tight here in the second half. Just under a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Shaping up to be maybe a photo finish here in the inaugural game of the DMV Soldiers at home. Granberry, he's played real well in this third quarter. Gives it to Leandre Thomas, drop steps, puts it up with his left. Can't get it to go, but there's Armstrong, the rebound, wide open for three. Got it! Darrell Armstrong. Kanu pumps a couple times, finds Gilbert. They need to get him going. He knifes his way inside and scores. Just a crafty move to get around Granberry. Davis almost stepped out of bounds, but a foul is called. Official says he was pushed. 35 to go.
Foul, so we go down number 7, DMV Soldiers, Malik.
1-on-1 situation for Davis. A rookie TBL player straight out of college knocks down his first. Got the second. Acosta tries to get it. Gilbert is walling off his man down low. They can't get it to him. Three in the air from White. Buckets! Josh White off the bench and in for three. 2-point ball game. Soldiers can hold for the final shot. Davis trouble with it. Has it knocked away. Kanu. Here he goes to the basket. Fouled hard by Leandre Thomas. Osman Kanu has brought energy off the bench. Didn't even play in that first half. He's fired up. He'll have a chance to tie it here at the line before the end of this third quarter. This game's gotten real competitive in this second half. Final quarter approaches here in a moment. Kanu got the bright pink shoes on. Too strong on the first. Avante Gilbert checks out momentarily. I'd expect to see a lot of him in the final quarter of this one. Kanu misses the second. Rebound goes to Armstrong. Here he goes. 1 on the clock. Tries to fire it inside. Granberry gets it off, but misses. The Soldiers will take a lead into the final quarter of their first ever home game. An exciting finish coming up next. 87-85, Soldiers on top. And we're back from Waldorf here on TBL TV.
Triple B's in the TBL done linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the coldest seasons in the world. Trust me when I tell you. Hey, and we got that merch coming to you. Yeah, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38, I say again, 38 teams. Come on now. This is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.
exciting final quarter of action begins right now here on TBL TV. Ben Strober, happy to be with you. Producer Kevin Conley alongside me as well. In Waldorf for the first ever home game of the DMV Soldiers. This DMV team has been scrappy today. Down by 20 at one point in the first half. It has stormed all the way back and takes a lead into the game's final quarter. Just had a special moment here on the court. You could see the team taking a picture with some of the board members here in Charles County, welcoming the DMV Soldiers as part of the foundation being laid here in Waldorf. And what hopes to be many successful years of basketball here in Charles County. Had a couple reps from the districts surrounding the area. And we've had a good crowd on hand for the inaugural game. Yesterday, a road test for the Soldiers dropped at 117-98 to the DC Heat. So playing on a back-to-back, having to dig deep today. Hooter, first possession of the fourth quarter. Gilbert been the leading scorer in this one today. Gives it up to the other leading scorer in Butler. Tried to pocket pass. Whitaker takes it away. He dominated that third quarter. And he can set up the offense. Armstrong to Thomas. Goes back to Whitaker. Pull up. Jay misses everything. And some words between Thomas and Hooter. Hooter shows no fear of the 6'10" Thomas. Possession Admirals. White initiates the offense. McCallum just denies Butler the ball down low, so instead it's Gilbert. Avante takes it inside, fouled. Gilbert's been the main source of offense for a lot of this game, and he was fouled by Thomas. Gilbert a little bit shaken up, as you can see, holding himself. He ran into all 6'10" of Thomas down low. He's an enforcer down there, to say the least. Been a lot of great work from the bigs today for DMV, between the Andre Thomas, Cameron Lewis, who's provided some really good minutes, and then Chris Braswell, the vet of this team at 37 years old, got some run as well in that first half. Gilbert takes a deep breath to collect himself. And he knocks down the first one. Still see him in a little bit of discomfort, but a chance here to tie this game. Ruben Acosta just ran to the scores table, and he will check in for Gilbert at the next stoppage, so if he makes this one. Up in the air, no good. We'll have to stay in a little bit longer. Hooter, right wing three, no good. Whitaker comes up with a big-time board. Up ahead, Armstrong knifes his way inside, can't get it to go. Thomas fights for the rebound, and there's Gilbert fighting for it. Looks okay now, gets it inside and unable to handle it. Worthy. Now Gilbert checks out of the game. We'll give him a moment to breathe here. One-point lead for the Soldiers. Possession here. Out of full court pressure, McCallum, the small forward, takes it across the timeline. Here's Granberry to the basket, puts two on the rim. He saw his lane and he took it. Daquan Granberry has been excellent in this second half. Hooter for the tie. Too strong. McCallum the rebound. Kai Gilliam, he's played in foul trouble this whole second half, but he's been great. Try to get inside. It somehow snuck through to Granberry. McCallum fires a three. Too short. White in transition. Takes it all the way. Charge called. McCallum takes one. Joshua White picks up his third, so Jamie Garcia checks in. Ten minutes to go in Waldorf. Whitaker collects the inbound in the backcourt. This is why they like him, though. He can handle the rock. McCallum, right wing, goes back to Whitaker. Post up, drop steps to his left. He scores, and he beats his chest. He's been a monster in this second half. Costa takes it across. Granberry gets right up in his grill. Goes to Garcia. Butler in the right corner. He loves to operate from this direction. Garcia drives through the middle in traffic. Gets it to the free throw line. Just missed the opportunity for the and one. Garcia's quick. He attacked that front foot of Granberry. Garcia frustrated with himself as he misses the first. Chance to cut the deficit to 4. He's got it. Avante Gilbert gets ready to check back in a moment. Inbound to Gilliam. He fights some heavy press. Now it retreats. Whitaker sets the body. Gilliam steps back. The J, no good. Butler collects the rebound. Acosta, pocket pass. Inside, Jackson gets to the line. Acosta with a nice pass with his left hand. Here's another look at it. You see he's 22 in black trailing. Javon Jackson makes the first. It's back to a one-possession game here, just over 9 to play. Here comes the big Chris Braswell, 6'9", 230 pounds. He's played everywhere pretty much in his professional career. Back where he grew up, Capitol Heights, Maryland. Gilliam beats the pressure. He's fouled. Looks like a timeout is called. It looked like there was a lot of contact from Acosta. And nothing is called, so DMV has to use a timeout in the process. 2-point game. The Soldiers on top when we come back. TBL TV. Out of the timeout, we're just under 9 to go in Waldorf. Shapes up here to be a pretty good finish to this game that at one point looked like it might get away from the Soldiers in their first ever game in its home gym. But there's some pretty key contributions of balanced attack. This one has gotten tight, and the Soldiers have been ahead for the bulk of this second half. I believe they called an offensive foul. Chance here for Tri-State. Butler gets it into Garcia. Butler wants it. He faces and gives into Wilson. No good. Garcia, crafty rebound. Wilson tries it again. Foul. Garcia was crafty to get it down low there to Wilson, and it pays off. This is just hustle and a good dish inside. And one charge to Granberry. Wilson misses the first. Gilbert's back in and Acosta as well. Avante Gilbert, who's been dominant in this game, he scored 16 in the first quarter of this one, and credit to the Soldiers. They've done a pretty good job of quieting him as much as possible. You can't really take him away completely, but the adjustments were made. Remains a 2-point game in favor of the Soldiers. Granberry stops, gives up to Gilliam. Braswell, the veteran, inside, he's fouled. 37 years old, Chris Braswell to the line. Here's the chance to make it a two-possession game. Braswell, 27 games with the Capital Seahawks last year. He averaged just under 9 and 6 boards. A lot of these young players for the Soldiers look to him as a leader. The organization believes he can be a key part of setting what they want to be a standard here for the DMV Soldiers. Back end in the air. Braswell knocks it through. Two-possession game, 8 minutes to play. Garcia, who's been oh so quick in this one. Gilbert, this is what they want here. Whitaker on him. And a defensive 3-second called on Braswell. He's not happy with the call, but this gives a technical free throw here to Butler. And possession as well. Braswell exclaims that he stepped out of the paint, but officials say he did not. Butler knocks it through. Three-point game. Jackson inbounds to Acosta, lead guard today. Finds Sutton, swings to the right corner, long two for Gilbert, can't get it to go. Braswell outlets it up ahead. Whitaker tripped up momentarily, gives it inside. Granberry has it knocked away from Butler. Here he comes with some speed inside. Jackson denied by Braswell. Gilbert fouled. Whitaker picks up his 5th, so he'll have to be careful. NBA rules, you get 6 here. But Tri-State in the bonus for the rest of this one. Here's a 1-and-1 opportunity. Gilbert knocks it in. 2-point game. Both good. It's a 1-point game. Couldn't ask for a better one here in the inaugural home opener. Gilliam slows things down here. McCallum swings it. Braswell, 3 in the air. It's there! The veteran, a big-time triple. Back to a 4-point lead. Acosta gets it inside. Sutton has it knocked away. Davis comes up with it. Mouton wants everyone to clear out and let Gilliam run the show here. Braswell with a big body. Gilliam sizes up, takes it into the lane. Bucket's good! A tough take from Kai Gilliam. Into the left corner, 3 in the air from Jackson. It's good! Back to a 3-point game. Javon Jackson. Oh, we got fast-paced action. 6.5 to go. Don't go anywhere here on TBL TV. Gilliam, who had the big bucket moments ago. Inside Whitaker, easy. How about the veteran Braswell? The 3, then the dish. 100 points in the day for the Soldiers. Butler tries it. Braswell tips it to Gilliam, and the Soldiers want to slow down. Gilliam has some space, lets it go. And a rebound to Jackson. Butler, left side of the floor. He has it knocked out of play by Braswell. Butler wanted the foul. Acosta checks out as Josh White, who started this game at point guard, checks back in. Inbound to Gilbert. Gilbert's led the way today. Tries to get to a spot into the lane, puts it up. No good. The tip, no good. Here comes McCallum. He's running. Gilbert can't always stop him. McCallum scores. 7-point lead for the Soldiers. 5:20 to go. Gilbert wants the screen, gets it from Sutton, pulls the J. That one's no good. He wanted a foul. Braswell rebound. Outlet up ahead to Gilliam. And a stoppage. Let's see what the official call is here. I think the Soldiers are arguing for a transition take foul. Gilliam was off and running. Official looks like he's ready just to have an inbound on the sideline. As you can see by our shot. So Gilbert missed. Oh, it was up at Gilliam, and McCallum got fouled by Josh White as he was trying to run up the floor in space. So no transition take. Davis will inbound. Out of Michigan, he gives it up to Gilliam. Braswell, 3 in the air. No good. Whitaker, follow, no good. And possession goes to Tri-State. Admirals at one point led by 20 in this game. A 7-point lead here for the Soldiers, trying to pick up their first win as an organization here at home as well. Tri-State inbounds. And now scores table. And officials call time. And Whitaker picked up his 6th in the process. That's what we have here. He is done for the day. Ronald Whitaker was dominant in that third quarter, just got himself into foul trouble, and the Soldiers will be without him for the final 5 minutes of this one. Kanu gets it to Gilbert. Wants to spin to his left, does so, scores it and one! A big-time bucket from Gilbert. He has a chance to make it a 4-point game. You could see right away he wanted that spin, and he got it on the Granberry. Just a tad smaller. Avante Gilbert has backpacked this Tri-State team today. He completes the 3-point play. Malik Davis brings it across. 4-point game, Braswell inside, Gilliam lost it, he's fouled on the way up. Might have had a clean look at the lay, he fumbled it momentarily. He trips to the charity stripe. Another great pass from Braswell, who's been impressive with some of the dimes he's dropped here in this final quarter. Gilliam drains the first. Four years removed from his time at Penn State Wilkes-Barre, where he spent his graduate years, formerly from Wilberforce University, where he graduated his undergrad, but a champion and medal in Columbia. 6-point game, 4.5 to go. White gives it up to Kanu. Kanu pressured by Gilliam, has to throw it up, and he gets it back to White. White pumps, takes it to the bucket, dishes it inside. Still loose. Braswell comes up with it. Tried to get it to McCallum, and it's fumbled off the hands of Ryan Savoy. That was dangerous from Braswell. But it looks like the Soldiers have really turned to his veteran play here in this fourth quarter. Into Gilliam. He's been so good in this second half. All the way, he scores. He gets by Garcia. 8-point lead for the Soldiers. Trying to close out. Soldiers have really locked in on defense in this second half. Gave up 60 in the first half. That one no good. But it's been much better here in the second half. Timeout called by the Soldiers. 8-point lead with 3.5 to go. The DMV Soldiers trying to clinch their first win in franchise history. We'll be back in a minute on TBL TV. Got an exciting final 3.5 minutes from Waldorf, Maryland, where the Soldiers, who at one point trailed by 20 in this game, lead by 8. Largest lead of the game for the Soldiers. Couple minutes to go. McCallum gets it into Braswell, throws it inside to Granberry. Soldiers can slow it down a little bit here, and that's what they'll do. Get it into the hands of the point guard, Gilliam. Dances around a screen. He gives it to the corner. Davis triggers the three. Got it! Malik Davis extends the lead to 11 with 3 to play. Gilbert, he's been the show today. Steps into the lane, fires to Garcia, 3 in the air. He rattles it in. McCallum runs up the floor. It's an 8-point game. Gives it to Granberry, goes up and finishes off the glass. Lead back to double digits, 2:40 to go. Soldiers trying to close out their first win in franchise history. Hooter from the free throw line, can't get it to go. Davis collects the rebound. The Soldiers can really slow it down here. Braswell, the 37-year-old veteran, he's been great in this fourth. And here is Gilliam. He's been in foul trouble the entire second half, but has played through it and played phenomenally. Inside, Braswell finishes. And the Soldiers starting to feel it, up by 12, 2 to play. Hooter fires the three, airballs it. Gilbert the rebound. Butler, it's going to have to be quick. And a follow, Kanu waits one more, he scores. Good patience. Inbound to Davis. 1:45 to go. Up ahead, bad pass. Hooter steals it, takes it all the way, and he scores. 8-point game. Full court pressure, here's Gilliam. Garcia knocks it away. Granberry comes up with it. Davis cleans it up. And now Soldiers say to slow down. And that's what they do. Kanu all over Davis. Granberry collects it. Takes it inside. It's blocked by Gilbert. Foul called. Chance to go back up by double digits with under 1:20 to go. Granberry steadies the ship. Officials convene right by the free throw line. 2 shots upcoming for Daquan Granberry. He's got a great story for this team. Traveled over 2 hours to come try out for the Soldiers back in August. They loved him. They loved his attitude. They loved his athleticism. And they were super high on him coming into this game. One of the guys they told me would be a feature in the rotation, and he has been excellent in this second half especially. First one, no good. Still some life for Tri-State. Long pause from Granberry. Misses the second. Gilbert comes up with the rebound. 8-point game. Tri-State needs buckets, need them now. Gilbert, this is the man you'd want, has it knocked away. Gilliam stops on a dime. Double came. Granberry goes behind his back, flushes it home! An exclamation point from Daquan Granberry. Wizardry to the basket. 10-point game. Blocked off the backboard. Contact and one for Javon Jackson. Soldiers weren't hoping for that there. We got to get another look at this. Granberry goes behind his back and flushes it home. That's that athleticism you're talking about. Javon Jackson tries to complete the three-point play. He misses. 8-point game. Braswell up ahead. Dangerous pass. Butler deflects it out of play. Probably no need for that from Braswell. 45 seconds to go. It's probably a situation here where the Admirals have to start fouling. 21 on the shot clock. Gilliam at the midcourt line, has to be careful. Keeps it. Costa fouls now. 40 to go. Big time scoring performance offensively.
Foul number 2, we're going to cover. His third.
Soldiers scored 51 in the first half. Now up to 116. 65 here in the second half so far. Not bad. Exactly what they needed. Trailed by 9 entering the second half. Gilliam gets both. 10-point game with 40 to play. Acosta races into the front court. Picks up his dribble. Gives it to Gilbert. And a defensive 3 seconds called on the Soldiers. Free throw upcoming in the ball. Butler's at the line. He's been awesome today for Tri-State. And he'll have a major part in whatever's next to come for Tri-State. He misses this one. The Soldiers 30 seconds away from wrapping one up here for the first time in franchise history. Mouton yelling for no foul. Butler to the basket. Misses with the right. McCallum has it. Shot clock difference, just 5 seconds here. Gilliam takes it into the front court. He fends off Acosta. Up by 10. Time starts to tick down. The shot clock is off. Gilliam, who was dominant in the second half, hands it. New blood has its first. The DMV Soldiers have their first win in franchise history. Part of the TBL. 117 to 107. The final today and the inaugural home opener of the DMV Soldiers. A 20-point comeback, part of the process today. The teams shake hands at midcourt. Butler, Christian Butler was excellent in this game. Avante Gilbert did not go down without a fight in this one. The Soldiers, through its depth, get the win. And Byron Mouton, the adjustments were done to perfection. And they celebrate in the white jerseys at midcourt. That'll do it for our broadcast here on TBL TV. The Soldiers, an emphatic way to get their first win as a franchise in TBL. We want to thank our entire crew, our camera operators, my producer, Kevin Conley. I'm Ben Strober, and we sign off from St. Charles High School in Waldorf.